Hello friends, my name is Jasnoor Singh and today I am here to present our presentation on the passive fire protection system. So we have to observe this building and give the presentation on passive fire protection system. So passive fire protection system is an important part of building safety. Passive fire protection devices try to stop or slow the spread of smoke and fire, giving people more time to get out and escape from the fire, reducing property harm. So these systems are built in the building and work without having to be turned on. So in New Zealand, the passive fire protection have different building codes to be in a building, and every building must follow the standards for the fire systems. So here are some main passive fire protection methods that must be included in a building, like fire systems rating, fire doors and hardware, fire stopping, sprinkler systems, and emergency egress or exits. So fire systems rating. A building component's fire resistant rating takes into account factors including thickness, design, and material composition to determine how long it can survive a fire. So we have to use a material that long lasts in case of fire, so people have time to escape from the building during the fire emergency. This rating is often expressed in minutes or hours. The New Zealand Building Code sets fire system standards for building materials in order to ensure safety. As I told you earlier, in New Zealand we have to follow New Zealand Building Code for every building, and every building must follow all the standards. Second one is fire doors and hardware. A fire door is a specially designed door assembly that is constructed to assist the spread of fire and smoke within a building. It is equipped with materials and features to maintain its integrity during a fire, providing crucial protection to occupants and properties. So we have to use that material in fire doors as well that long last during a fire and didn't spread and let the fire spread. Fire door hardware refers to the various components and accessories installed on a fire door to ensure its proper operation and effectiveness in containing fire and smoke. This includes items such as hinges, locks, latches, closures, seals, and other mechanisms designed to enhance the fire resistance and the functionality of the door. Fire stopping. Putting up barriers to keep fire, smoke, and dangerous gases out of hidden areas like walls and floors, gaps, is what fire stopping is all about. Putting up walls between buildings is one of the best way to control fires and make sure people can safely escape. Like we have to use a proper sealing in the walls to reduce the impact of fire outside that area, particular area in which a fire takes place. Sprinkler systems. It is one of the most important passive fire protection system which is included in every building to reduce the impact of fire during the danger. So firefighting sprinkler systems use water, alternative fire, putting chemicals for controlling or putting out fires automatically. These systems, which are realized through pipelines, valves, and discharge nozzles, are put in a place everywhere. The detection of fire triggers open off nozzles in nearby sprinkling systems. Here, any water or other fire-related suppression agents can be applied to put out the fire. Sprinkler systems are a critical element of fire protecting systems as they keep fires from spreading, abuse, or mitigate property damage and ensure the safety of people. Like a sprinkler system typically consists of a network of pipes filled with water under pressure connected to sprinkler heads strategically placed in each and every place in the building. In case of any fire, they start automatically, and with a focus fire. When a fire occurs, the heat from fire causes the sprinklers at the nearest to the hose, to the heat source to active, and they start and help to reduce the fire. And the other one is emergency exits. When a building has emergency doors, people can get out safely in case of a fire or earthquake. For different situations, there are multiple ways to get out, like stairwells and escape doors. When escape paths are well lit, clear, and signed, they are easy to find. So, emergency exits are the most important, and there must be a map in it. Every place show the emergency area, so in case of fire, people can escape easily from the building. So proper directions toward the fire exits must be needed. Like you can see in the picture, so there is a fire exit. So in case of fire, people don't use lifts. So the most important and the best method to use stairs in case of fire. The primary purpose of a fire emergency exits to provide occupants with the safe and efficient means of escape during emergencies. They allow people to quickly evacuate from the building and reach a place outside of the building. So emergency exits are strategically located throughout a building to ensure the occupants have easy access to escape in case of any fire within the building. They are typically marked with the illuminated exits signs and are often positioned near stairwells or other primary exit routes. So emergency exits are designed to open easily and quickly from inside without the need for keys or special tools. They may be equipped with the panic hardware or crash bars to facilitate rapid egress during emergencies. Even if the exit is crowded or in low visibility conditions. Clearance and accessibility. It is essential for emergency exits to remain unobstructed at all times. Clear signage, proper lighting, and regular maintenance ensures that exits are readily identifiable and accessible to occupants during emergencies. Building codes and regulations typically are important for each and every building. Size and placement of emergency exits based on factors such as occupancy load. And the most important part is that occupants should be familiar with the emergency exits locations and proper use and how to use the proper emergency equipments like fire extinguishers and regular training and evacuation drills. This helps to ensure a swift and orderly evacuation during a real emergency. So,
what about recommendation? What are your recommendations?
sorry?
Recommendation for improvement.
Recommendation. So there should be must like a map should be placed in each and every corner of the building so people can read that map in case of emergency, and it will help people to escape through the emergency exits and doors. So conclusion. Finally, it is very important to make sure that everyone inside a building is safe, especially if there is a fire. To stop the spread of heat, smoke, and fire, passive fire protection devices are necessary. Little damage is done to property and important time is gained from misuse. So passive fire protection plays an important role in the building. So like in case of any emergency, these systems helps people to escape during the fire.
Thank you very much for your presentation. If we want to improve fire protection safety in this building, what are your recommendations personally?
I will recommend to give a training to the occupants how to escape during the case of fire, and make them familiar with all the fire equipments, all the emergency exits and doors, and it will help them to escape during the case of fire.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.